Another thing I want to talk about is how family can help someone with a hearing loss. So a hearing loss can be very frustrating. It's frustrating to the person with the hearing loss, but it can also be frustrating to the people around us. And the sad thing about a hearing loss is it's one of the few disabilities that other people will get mad at you for having. And so when you have a hearing loss, people have to repeat themselves. When we have a hearing loss, all we have to say is, huh? What? But everybody else around us has to repeat the whole doggone sentence over again. And it gets frustrating. And so sometimes people with a hearing loss will say, why is everybody mad at me? Well, it's not that they're mad at you, but they're having to repeat themselves. And sometimes you have to speak really loud. And to do that, you have to kind of scrunch up your face and scrunch up your eyes. And it looks like people are mad at you, but they're not. They're just frustrated along with you about the hearing loss. So when a loved one is wearing hearing aids for the first time, maybe, keep in mind some of those expectations. There is some loss that still may not come back, and even after they wear hearing aids, you're going to continue to need to exercise some patience and understanding. You don't need to yell to them anymore, more than likely, because they're getting the volume, but you still may need to exercise patience because there's a difference between hearing and processing the speech. The processing is what can take some time and where the brain needs to be retrained. So even though someone is wearing hearing aids and can hear better, hear sounds better, they may not yet be processing it better. It may take some time for them to learn and relearn some voices, some familiar voices and consonants and high frequencies that they haven't heard for some time. So you may need to still exercise, face-to-face communication with them. You may need to, get their attention before you start speaking to them. Tap them on the shoulder and get them to turn around before you speak to them. Try not to talk to them from behind or too far off from the side. It may take time to get those types of hearing back, and so you want to try to find their circle of understanding. They may be able to hear somebody fine 10 feet away, but you move 15 feet away, 20 feet away, and they may not be able to catch those words anymore. You can do a little exercise by standing behind them and say something like, so that they can't see your face. You say something like, what did you have for lunch today? What color is your car? What city were you born in? And keep taking steps back and keep asking simple questions like that. Keep taking steps back until you realize that they're not understanding what you're saying anymore. And that will give you an idea of about how far of a range that they have in their ability to hear and process and understand speech. And so that can go a long ways toward helping, have the right expectations with somebody that has a hearing loss in your family. People may have to need help with using the app, downloading the app, installing the app on the phone, connecting the hearing aids via Bluetooth to the app. So some people may need help with that. And so the best thing you can do is just have continued patience with your loved ones. Things will get better. Things will improve. It can take a little bit of time, but if you stick with it and stay with it, I believe you're going to see good progress on your journey to better hearing. And we're here to help you. Give us a call if we can be of help and help you with any adjustments. And just take full advantage of all the resources that we have to offer.